to make the calls because I don't know why. Honestly, I keep saying because I don't know why. You just have to do it. Terrible pay. No way, bro. What's the plan? I need income coming in now. I never worked in retail in my life. I was a secretary girl. I was knocked out. I just wanted to go to sleep. I really want to hit 500 subscribers because that's how you get paid on this thing.
Am I really that much?
Hi guys, I wanted to give a life update since it's been a while from once I graduated. It's been like 6-7 months. So I want to tell you guys like what's the plan, what's the content that you're going to be seeing this upcoming couple of months, because it's going to be a switch starting the end of this month of January. I am going to school for fashion. I'm going to community college to get my associate's degree in fashion merchandising. Schools that offer masters in fashion, they're very limited. Like, I thought UCLA would have them. No. I thought most of the UCs would have them. I thought UC Riverside might have one. No. So I was like, okay, let me just type in Masters of Fashion near me. So the closest one near me was at USC to get a Master's of Art, but the niche would be fashion. That was a primarily new program. So when I did call to just confirm, am I still allowed to apply if I have a bachelor's of science, because they were saying that the requirements were a background of art or a BA, which is a bachelor's of art. And then you need, I think it was like 2 or 3 recommendation letters, like the gist when it comes to applying for college. And then this one was different because this is my first time applying for like an art niche major. They're asking for a 20 image portfolio. I don't have a portfolio. I just want to get into fashion to learn about the buying and the financial reports. I only know how to do like counting for like governmental or nonprofits. Like that's what I learned in school for my bachelor's degree. I don't know nothing about what entails in fashion financial reports, but I don't feel prepared enough to do so. I pivoted to getting a associate's degree in fashion merchandising so I can work on creating a portfolio, a better portfolio, so I can actually get a chance, just because I don't want to rush it, because this is master's, you know what I mean? So I just didn't want to rush it. I didn't want to be unprepared and stress myself out and then apply. And then I think USC is a private school, so I don't even know what goes into that, like, because I get my aid from the government, so I don't even know how that goes. So I'm going to try to use CalVet, work on my portfolio, so I'll be able to apply to the USC Masters of Fashion of Arts program, right? That's the school plan for right now. I don't want to mess up, but there isn't a right way to go about doing this. I tried researching other people's personal accounts on YouTube, on Instagram. I deleted TikTok for my own mental health because y'all, I was on TikTok for like 12 hours. That was ridiculous. Like, you know, the screen time thing on your phone. Yeah, that was bad. So I had to delete her. But now it's Instagram. So we're working slowly but surely. But regardless, I was trying to research like, how did people get into fashion buying? How did people get into the career of fashion with certain elements underneath their resume? You know what I mean? And there wasn't a lot. There's not a lot on fashion internships. There's not a lot on people, in my case, people who have no fashion experience trying to get into fashion. So I was like, let me create a whole series, and that's what we're going to do. I am trying to gain my fashion experience. This meaning when I was researching jobs after graduating college, I saw that a lot of them require a couple of years in retail. I never worked in retail in my life. I was a secretary girl. I love being a secretary girl. It's cute, it's demure, it's very dainty, and it's fun, honestly. So I was like, okay, let me just try it. Let me just go in and try to find a job. Mind you, my skin was messing up. I was like, I don't want to do this, but the money was getting low because I was spending a lot of my money during literally like the 4 months that I was off. I'm a spender. I will admit that. I'm working on it, but yeah, I was just like, I need income coming in now. So I was like, okay, let me just try to get hired at this job. It took me forever to like get back into the feel of, oh, this is what you have to do. This is how you have to dress. This is how you have to speak. This is what you have to research when trying to apply for a certain job. And it took me forever for this job. I work at H&M. And it's really fun. I really like working with people my age. I do like working with people older than me, but I don't even think that's older than me. It's who's more mature. Because I don't have time for the drama. I don't. Just tell me what to do. I'll do it, and I'm getting out. Give me my paycheck. Like, that's literally me. But yeah, working at H&M is fun. And then I also work at White House Black Market. It's like a cute little boutique store for older women. It's two different type of retail style jobs. And that was the point of getting those two jobs, so I can gain twice as much experience in two different environments, because I want that on my resume. I want to show my employers that I know how to navigate different demographics. So I've been working there for about like 5 months now for both jobs because I got hired on the same day. I was just like, let me just try it. So I did, and I got both jobs, which was really fun. I have like, why is it so hard for me to get a job? Like, I didn't get this degree for nothing. Like, I'm actually overqualified for this job, but I'm just like, I have to have this experience in order for me to go as far as I want to go in my career. I don't want little girl jobs. I want like big girl jobs. I want like career jobs. I want a salary. I don't want an per hour type pay. I don't want that. And there's people that I work with who worked there for like almost a decade, and I don't want that life.
That we live a totally different life. I don't have kids. You get what I'm trying to say? I don't have to go as hard. Like I'm straight.
Obviously get this hands-on experience, but that's not what I want to end up with. I don't want to be here for the rest of my life. No, I'm not doing that. So the career goal is to become a buyer. I don't know if you guys know The Devil Wears Prada, but that is my favorite movie ever. It's The Devil Wears Prada, and what's that other movie? It's with Queen Latifah. I'll put it right here. I can't think of the name, but it's one of my favorite movies.
Okay, so hear me out. These two iconic films, The Devil Wears Prada and The Last Holiday, basically take us on this journey of transformation, self-discovery, and the ultimate pursuit of happiness. Despite vastly different settings, both stories share a deeper moral that remind us of life's true priorities. Though Andy and Georgia start from different points, their transitions mirror each other. At first, both characters put their careers and responsibilities ahead of personal fulfillment. For Andy, it was climbing this corporate ladder at the cost of love and friendships. And then for Georgia, it was about living small and never putting her own happiness first. Their outward transformation reflected their inner growth and shed this facade of runway perfection for Andy, while Georgia blossomed into her truest self. They both learned that success and appearance means little if happiness isn't at the center of it. These two stories basically taught me that no matter the obstacles, happiness should always be center stage. After all, life's too short to let work overshadow love and joy.
A long time to realize when job searching that there isn't a lot of fashion internships where I am. It is definitely based on location. If you are not living near a big city, you're not going to get any fashion opportunities. And if you do, I bet you they're not going to be very informative unless they are smaller. When it comes to like a smaller business, it's just, I tried researching some fashion internship opportunities out here, and I live in basically like a town. I guess you can call it a town. It could be considered a city, but I look at it as a town. Everybody knows everybody, so that's a town to me. When I would go interview for them, they're very like not professional. And they're saying that they're going to teach you one thing when it comes to the list of things you might learn on the description of the internship online. But when you go into person, they're like, oh, you're going to be doing these other things though. You're going to be doing like things that have nothing to do with what you're trying to get hired for. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. And it's not really hands-on experience. It's more of they're trying to fill a temporary role for a seasonality thing. And they want to get basically students or people with a lack of knowledge of, not even a lack of knowledge, a lack of awareness of what they're actually trying to hire these people for. Because there's no way I'm going to do an interview and then you're going to tell me, oh, you're not going to actually do that. But you'll get some experience, just not in what you're asking for. And you're going to get terrible pay. No way, bro. No way. I didn't do all of this just to go backwards. I'm not trying to go backwards. I'm trying to go forward. So right now, it's just gaining some fashion experience with these 2 retail jobs. And that's what we're going to do. And then going to school for fashion. I'm still applying like every day to fashion jobs, regardless of the commute. And then also, again, researching other people's accounts because I'm looking for advice. There's not a lot of people, I think, that live near me or personally to me or in my family that can give me advice. So I have to search for it on the internet. And YouTube is where I want to be because their videos are longer and they can be more in detail. And then plus I deleted TikTok. There's not like, it's only like people who are styling themselves. And that's great. That's cool. I love that. But I want a career. Like I was never like an entrepreneur type mindset. That's great, but I am more of like, I'm a tourist. Like I need stability and I don't mind working for big brands because I can obviously just change my mind, but I want to try that first before trying my own thing that I have no knowledge of. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'd rather get experience before going out on my own, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's only just people styling themselves nowadays when it comes to like Instagram or TikTok and YouTube. And that I feel like that's not a skill that people can learn. That's just, if you got it, you got it. You know what I mean? I want to learn skills and there's not enough people on YouTube or Instagram that are showcasing how to go about doing so. And that's what I'm going to try to do because I don't know if anyone else is in the same predicament. The last thing I could think of is volunteering. So I was like, oh, there should be like fashion shows and stuff that I could volunteer at and see like the behind the scenes or ask questions to people who are doing what I want to do or working with people who I want to work with. I feel like that would be a good opportunity to gain experience as well. Yes, it's free labor, but gonna be worth it. You know what I mean? To get your foot in the door, to make connections as well as people who are going through maybe similar things that you're going through or trying to figure out how to go about getting their dream job. So I was like, oh, let me just research. So I contacted, so it's called Art Hearts Fashion, and their show isn't till March. So it gives me a good opportunity to already get situated with school. Also, my jobs gave me less hours because it's not as busy. Holiday season, it was crazy. That's why I wasn't able to like really create content like that because I didn't have time. By the time I got home, I was knocked out. I just wanted to go to sleep. So yeah, it'll get me more familiar with my new work schedule, with my new school schedule, and just trying to balance. It comes to this new job search and stuff, you need to be on top of it. You need to hunt them down because they're not going to hunt you down. They're not going to call you back. You need to make the calls because I don't know why. Honestly, I keep saying because. I don't know why. You just have to do it. And then I was gonna try contacting another volunteering director at another fashion show in LA. But you know, right now in LA there are the fires. So I'm not trying to do it right now because I feel like that's very insensitive. Just wanted to work on my own styling, but also side hustle, which is just Depop. I've been researching a lot of people who have gotten great success from their strategies of selling on Depop and trying to implement those strategies, but at the same time, like, I have a job. Like, it's not like I'm totally dependent on these sales. It's just an opportunity to help me working on my creativity because this portfolio is stressing me out and I haven't even started. I also wanted to get advice from my professors when I go to school because they're professors. That's the people who you ask for advice when you want to get better at something or learn about something else. Haven't really been doing anything else except for trying to work out how I'm going to get to where I want to be. I have been thrifting, been reading, hanging out with my friends when I can, and definitely just hanging out with family. That is my life update. If you guys want any more videos for me to create, please leave them down in the comments below. But for now, I think it's definitely going to be another skin update in the future. And I'm definitely going to be starting another college series to walk people through how I'm gaining this fashion knowledge as well as fashion experience. Like, I'm always working, you know what I mean? Like, retail jobs are like, you always have something to do. If you really like this video, even though I know it was super plain, it was just me sitting here, but I just wanted to give you guys an emphasis on what you're going to be seeing in the future. Go ahead and like this video, comment what you want to see next, or comment if you guys are also in the same predicament or a similar predicament, and tell me what predicament you're in. Like, I love the details. Like, if you don't see, I'll be commenting. Like, I'll be having a full-on conversation with you. And subscribe because I really want to hit 500 subscribers because that's how you get paid on this thing. Make sure to share with people you think this video will benefit, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Better recognize when I see you, I really want you. Hit the club for you. Light skin got you new. Even look like long too. I be tripping with this money.